Winter Opera St. Louis began its 10th season with one of its most ambitious productions and one of its most successful. To celebrate the anniversary, the company selected The Merry Widow. During the Muni's first 50 years, only one show was performed in more seasons than this charming operetta by Franz Lehár. The standard repertory has changed over the years, but the appeal of The Merry Widow is as strong as ever when it receives the kind of attention winter opera lavished on every aspect of this staging, even the ones that small companies often have to skimp on. The size of the ensemble was the largest I can remember at Winter Opera, and everyone was fully engaged at all times. Under Dean Anthony's direction, the ensemble worked cohesively to achieve delightful comic effects, as when all of the men were pursuing Hanna Glavari, the fantastically wealthy widow whose homeland of Pontevedra will be bankrupted if her next husband isn't a countryman. I did not see a choreographer in the program, so I'll give Anthony credit for the wonderfully enlivening choreography that adroitly filled the large stage at the Skip Vera Center. The tambourine dance and its encore were a special treat. The size of the cast presented a great challenge to costume designer J.C. Krychek, who met it with great distinction. The women's ball gowns, the native Pontevedrian garb, and even the men's formal attire were a feast for the eyes. So was Scott Lobel's scenic design, especially the intricately detailed backdrop for the Pontevedrian embassy in Paris. Some pieces from earlier winter opera sets were skillfully reused, which is a great way to keep costs down. Sean Savoy's lights, Sarah Thor's wigs and makeup, and Laura Skraska's props made essential contributions. Kathy Pyatt as Hanna Glavari and Clark Sturtevant as Count Danilo made it clear that these two characters had a future as well as a past. The development of the relationship was skillfully delineated. A younger, more insistent form of love was embodied by Holly Johns as Valenciennes, the ambassador's wife, and Jack Swanson as Camille. How could they possibly resist each other? There were well-timed comic performances by Gary Moss as the ambassador, Curtis Shoemaker as the embassy secretary, and Zachary Devon and Joel Rogier as suitors of the widow. The principals and the supporting cast sang beautifully, as did the chorus under Nancy Mayo. Conductor Scott Schoonover and the orchestra had the measure of this classic score. We have had wonderful luck this season with anniversary productions, haven't we?
What would the Marx Brothers have done if not for operettas like The Merry Widow to give them some of their most wonderful characters? But it is wonderful music. We got to hear some of it now.